This is baby Tatum trying to bear his body weight on his legs in standing. As you can see, he is not very successful at this point. But what I want you to pay attention to is the whole setup. Look at the way I have his trunk leaning forward. That's on purpose. That's so that I can take his body weight through my hands and through my arms. Pay attention to where I have my elbows. I have my elbows on my thighs so that my arms don't get tired. And I'm letting him lean forward almost at a 45-degree angle, and I'm letting him bend his knees and straighten his knees because I want him to start pumping his legs and beginning to feel himself pushing the ground away from his body. I'm going to let him take a break if he needs to and keep those knees straight, and I'm trying to bring his body upright gradually. If your baby is like baby Tatum and you lean your baby forward, you put your baby into standing and try to get your baby to bear their body weight on their legs, and baby is not able to do so, this video is for you. I'm going to show you a series of exercises starting from the most basic and going in the steps, advancing as baby gets stronger. I like to tell parents, start exactly where your baby is. So if you're trying to get your baby to stand like I'm trying to do with him, and you can see your baby is getting upset, your baby's getting tired, and you feel like your baby is not quite at this stage, what we can do is take a step backwards, meet baby where baby is, and go ahead and start strengthening those legs so that we can start making some forward progress and help baby to be able to transition from sitting to standing and be able to take their body weight on their legs. If your baby is not able to bear their body weight in standing, what we're going to do is set this up where you're going to put your baby to lie flat on their back, give your baby a toy. You can sit on the ground in front of your baby, hold baby's legs, bend baby's knees, and then straighten baby's knees. But you're going to do this in a precise way. Pay attention to what I'm doing, where I'm holding his legs. I'm holding his legs down below his knees. I'm bending and straightening his legs. I'm giving him some pressure coming through his knees into his hips and cueing him to push against my hands as I'm bending and straightening his knees. So I'm doing this in a very precise way. And in the beginning, your baby is not going to know what it is that you want them to do or what it is you're trying to get them to do. And so they may not push against you. Don't worry if that happens. Keep practicing, and eventually your baby will get it. You might lose your baby from time to time. Baby gets distracted. Get baby to come back, focus, and go ahead and continue working on those legs. And what you want to see is your baby's legs getting stronger. This is baby Joshua, and I wanted to show you what this should look like once your baby's legs are strong enough. You notice I drag him forward, bend the knees, and then he is able to slide his body, overcoming the friction on the ground, and slide himself backwards. His legs are now strong enough. We're ready to move on to some weight-bearing exercises and do some of my most fun exercises, baby squats. Times a baby who has weak legs, once they get up into standing, they will tend to not want to bend their knees and go back down. And so this is a little trick I developed where you notice I have him standing, and what I did was I raised my leg to meet his bottom, and that will cue him to then sit back down. So he goes back down, comes back up, and I raise my leg up to meet his bottom, and so he's using my leg as a seat, and now I can cue him to go back down. He's trying to get out of the position. I can keep him there and cue him to stand back up. When he stiffens his knees, I give him my leg as a little seat so he can sit on my leg, go back down, and we can get some extra squats done. The next exercise from a lying leg press is what I like to call baby squats. You can see I put baby to sit on my leg, and I'm going to straighten both of his knees so that his feet are pointing straight ahead, and then reposition his body so he's leaning forward slightly and just let him come up into a standing position. And I like to swirl those hips around before we go back down and do another rep. A lot of parents like to ask me very specifically how many of these their baby should do each day or each session. Shoot for 10. If you can get 3 or 4 in a row and then stop, do something else and come back and do some more, that is absolutely the way to go. This should just be fun for your little one. It shouldn't be a difficult thing that you're trying to get your baby to do. You're just working on having baby doing some squats with their own body weight. Here is a little girl. Her name is Emily, and Emily is going to be doing some baby squats off of my knee. I like to have babies standing where they're positioned, interested in a toy, and I would literally just put my hands on her hips, bring her down, position those knees, the feet under the knees, and then have baby come back up into standing to do the squat. Another exercise that I like to do for babies who are learning to pull the stand and strengthening their legs is to have baby crawl to the front of the couch and then just bring baby's one leg up into a lunge and just give baby some support around their trunk and let baby use that one leg to do the lunge and bring the other leg up as baby goes into standing while holding on to the couch and bearing their body weight through their arms. The next level up is to have your baby crawl to a couch and just pull themselves up into standing. So I like to put baby on their tummy, give them an interesting toy to have baby move after the toy and have baby crawl to the couch, use the couch for support, put their hands on the couch, bring one leg up and go ahead and do a lunge into standing. And this is a fantastic way of strengthening baby's legs. You want to bring one leg up at a time and have baby come up into standing using a couch. Once your baby is able to pull themselves up into standing, the next step is going to be to start teaching your baby how to cruise in both directions, side to side, while holding on to the couch. So I'm going to put a link to that video right up here, and you can go over there and watch that video. I will see you over there.